creative finance, you may have heard of it. Pace Morby made it really popular, but it's a very good way to give the seller more money for their house. And a lot of people are out here making a lot of money with creative finance, whether it be sub 2 or seller finance. Really, really hot right now. I'm here today to tell you shouldn't be doing any of those transactions. If you're a wholesaler, you need to run away from creative finance. It doesn't matter how cool people make it look. I promise you, it is not worth your time. And there's a lot of reasons why I say it, but this is reason number one why I think that you should be running away from these creative finance deals, okay? Number one, and the most important reason, it's going to take you far away from where you want to be. If you're a wholesaler, embrace what you are. You are a scumball, low-offer bull. That's what you are. And there's a lot of beauty and glory in that. And you can still help people. Don't get it twisted. But the whole idea of creative finance is kind of like the opposite of what you want to be doing. They're giving the seller too much money, okay? It doesn't work like that. You're not going to, there's a cap on how much you're going to make in the first place with these creative finance deals, especially, listen, I'm in Pennsylvania. Do you know how expensive the transfer tax is in Pennsylvania? Delaware. Do you know how expensive the transfer tax is in Delaware? It's expensive, bro. There's only so much that you're going to make on these deals, first off. So, number one, it's the opposite of what you want to do. You want to be lowball offering these people and getting big spreads. It doesn't let you do that. That's number one. Number two, it's going to waste your time because you are going to be running after all of these sellers that, like, if you just follow a normal cash model, you'd leave those sellers in the dust and focus on getting another one, right? If you worry too much about making all these creative finance deals, you are going to be spending so much time on the wrong sellers, and you're going to be trying to make deals out of nothing. And people like to flex, and that's cool. Oh, I made this deal out of nothing, blah, 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 blah. That means that they spent a bunch of time on something and probably didn't get paid all that much money. It's dorky. Don't do that. If you have all your time invested in making something out of nothing, you are going to miss the low-hanging fruit and the people that just want your help and want to rock it simple and want to rock it normal, okay? That I went through a period where I was a small shop. I needed to maximize on all my leads, and I wouldn't just do the cash. I would do the creative stuff because I thought I needed the money. You know what that led me? Running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to make money out of nothing. And guess what I made? Nothing. It was silly. Did I do some creative finance deals? Yeah. Was it a lot of time and stress for a lower amount of money than a cash deal? Yes, it was silly. It was pointless. And hey, that's the only way that you can learn. But luckily I was walking so y'all could run, okay? So number one, it's the opposite of what you want to do. Number two, it is going to keep your time wasted trying to make something out of nothing, and that never happens in real life. I promise you that. So you don't want to do that, okay? And number three, bro, they don't talk about this, but there's liability, okay? Like, some of y'all are so legit and do perfect expectation setting and tell these sellers, I'm not the real bull taking over your mortgage. This is the bull right here taking over your mortgage. Like, and you have them exchange contact info and back away. If you do it like that, you're probably going to be clean, and maybe it'll be worth it. God bless you, okay, you little freak. If you don't do that, oh man, and the seller thinks that you would have won, and that buyer gets funky with the payments, you're on the hook, bro. You are exposed. You're involved in that. What if that buyer screws that seller? And I get it. What if he doesn't? What if he doesn't, right? But what if he does? What if he does? Man, you're involved, and you don't want to be involved. This is wholesaling, baby. You're supposed to be in and out. If you're not in and out, you're not wholesaling. I don't know what you're doing, okay? So that's why I think it's just not a good idea. I don't understand. No one's ever really made a case for me. A good buddy of mine, if you in the PA area, you probably know him and his wife, the Scarpas. Man, they're great. They do incredible business. They make a lot of money. They're happy, and God bless them. I look up to them in a lot of ways. I appreciate them. And if I get a sub 2 deal or a creative finance deal, I don't want to touch it. They can have it. That's good. Here, yo, Mikey, I got one for you. You take it. That's how I feel. Want to know why? Because I'm focused on just getting my normal money and just doing normal stuff and not being a special boy. I want to be a normal boy. That's it. There's so many people out here just being normal boys. You're going to be a normal boy too, I promise. And all of the big very, very, very successful wholesale companies that do a ton of transactions. This is really what made the light bulb go off in my mind. None of them do creative finance. In fact, all of them have very, very narrow, strict buy boxes. That's why they're able to make so much money and do so many deals, okay? So if you, do you know how long it takes to evaluate all these creative finance deals, go back and forth with all these terms, this and that? Like, their time sucks, bro. You're gonna have a much better result if you put that time into just finding a normal seller, just a normal seller that doesn't need all this all this crazy stuff. Like, let those sellers list it on the market if they want too much money. Or if they're in a tight spot with a mortgage, bro, let them take the loss. Fuck them, bro. This is your life, not theirs. Let them take a loss. If you're in the real estate game, you have taken losses. You can't feel bad about other people taking a loss. If you really love this seller and you tell them, I know this strategy, maybe I can help you, blah, 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 zero down, this and that, whatever, knock yourself out. But it's almost never worth it, in my opinion. That's why I don't do it. And that's why all these big wholesale companies, that's why they don't do it either, bro. They don't do it because it's messy, it's complicated, and it's a time suck. Don't do that. If they want too much or whatever the reason is, say, okay, cool, see ya. And then worry about finding people with motivation that you can help and that are on the same page as you and that you can do what you're supposed to as a low ball, cash off a bloodsucker that you are, baby. That is what it's all about. Oh, the sun is right in the screen. That's not good. Yeah, but that's what it's all about. So stay true to yourself. Be a low ball, off a scumbag like you are in your heart. And you'll get a pocket full of cash. And you'll still be able to help a ton of people. You'll be able to wholesale, some mid deals. You, like I do, you keep those and you flip them yourself instead of wholesaling them. Like, there's a million ways you can skin this cat. Wholesale them, flip them. But don't do the creative finance. You'll be running around with like a chicken with your head cut off with risk and not really making that much money. You are not Pace Morby. And that's it. If you like this video, like it. Subscribe to my channel. Do a comment. I'm trying to grow this sucker. My name's Nick Massini. I wholesale houses. But don't tell anybody. I also do some fix and flips. All right. Happy hunting.